Good morning, November 5th, here at the Mount Tallac trailhead, right next to Lake Tahoe. Going to attempt a day hike. It's about 9,700 feet, a little bit of wind. It's currently 51 degrees. The drive up on 50 went through just a few rain showers. I do have my rain gear with me, but if something gets a little uncomfortable, certainly will turn around. So looking around the parking lot, there's a couple other cars out there, so look forward to seeing who I can see on the trail. Just a side note, after November 1st, no day use permits required. So, but this is usually a pretty heavily trafficked area in the summer. So get a little solitude, and we're on our way. First view of the lakes, Lake Tahoe in the distance, a little bit of wind, and there's Mount Tallac. Quite an ascent remains. Just check the weather with the Garmin. 30% chance of showers till 8 o'clock, so that's another 20 some odd minutes, and then clear skies, around 54 degrees, but 20 to 25 mile an hour winds. So I'm about 7/10 into it, 25 minutes, and going super slow. Mile 1, 38 minutes into the hike. Again, using my strategy of going very slow, and I've mentioned this many times, pole pole, that's what they say in Tanzania, is you're going up Kilimanjaro slowly. So don't want to burn myself out. No hurry. This is a really cool ridge line. Fallen Leaf Lake to the left, and then through the trees you can see Mount Tallac. Sort of flat on this section, but definitely still some elevation to make. Pole. Just like Traveling Beat does on the PCT. Desolation Wilderness. Permit required, but not after November 1st. So last time I was in Desolation Wilderness, it was January, just for a day. I went to Echo Lake. Everything was frozen over, and I was attempting to practice my self-arrest with my ice axe and microspikes, crampons. Unfortunately, the snow was all powder, so it was very difficult to get myself to fall. And then I walked a little bit across Echo Lake, frozen over. And then I've been to Desolation Wilderness and camped in July of 2012, and I was in preparation for a 6-day, 5-night hike in Sequoia Kings Canyon, the Ray Lakes Loop. So we wanted to make sure we had our gear dialed in with a Boy Scout troop, and coincidentally we climbed Mount Tallac, but that was from the PCT side. And then we did Dick's Pass as well. That was a good long weekend. And I remember when we were camping on the PCT, this thru hiker came in by herself, and her trail name was Lava Goat. And for whatever reason, I remember that. And she did finish the PCT. I was able to look her up, and she just rolled in, asked our boys if she could camp right next to them, and they obliged. So and then I met some other PCT hikers on Dick's Pass, There was a little bit of snow, so 2012 was a moderate year for snow, so people getting through this year is okay. Right now on this trail, no snow, and first mile and a half, mile and 3/4 has been relatively easy. So I'm at around 7,300 feet. Still much to do. Mile 2, 73 minutes into the hike, slow and steady. It's been a relatively easy grade so far, so I know it's going to start going up shortly, but I'm going to stop and get something to eat and take an ibuprofen, vitamin I. Okay, just stopped for a brief moment to put my rain jacket on. I've got my rain pants, and I do have rain mitts, but that's only if it really starts to rain. Just check the Garmin weather forecast. Just says windy, partly cloudy, but right now it's raining, so be prepared. Mile 3, 2 hours, 10 minutes into the hike, and look what we got here. Yeah, snow. At about 7,900 feet, so still a bit of climb to go. Nice little break from the wind. Still got 1,300 feet to go. Can't see the summit anymore, but I'd like to stop and look at this. But given the trail conditions, you really have to concentrate on what's in front of you and trying to take baby steps. Like, see that rock? I'm gonna step on it. Take the smallest steps possible. But now there's Heavenly Ski Resort. So some spectacular views. 3.9 miles into the hike, and just crested a saddle over there, and the wind, I think it was going more than 25 miles an hour, maybe like 45, 50. So you got the Bernoulli effect going on there. So I passed a guy coming down. He just said, yeah, there's a little bit of section that's a tad uncomfortable. He was right. But feeling pretty good. Got about 1,000 feet to go. Mile 4, 3 hours and 15 minutes into the hike. Just hit the 9,000 foot level. Standing underneath this nice tree, looking back. Got the updated weather forecast, 40% chance of showers, 48 degrees at the moment. So I don't know if you can see the Bernoulli effect over there. Not looking forward to going back through that, but that's the route to get back. So less than a mile to go. And I think I'm going to put on my rain mitts. Let's keep going. Currently at 9,500 feet. Trail intersection. I came up that trail in 2012, 215. But the trail I just came up kind of skirted just below the ridge line. I could have gone up to the right along the ridge line, but I just thought I'd stay out of the wind as much as possible. So about a quarter mile to go, and a little over 200 feet of elevation. So I'm sure I'm gonna hit the wind once I clear these trees. Over where that cluster of trees is, that was the route All Trails recommended. So now I'm back on the main route. Definitely got a profile to fight the wind against. couple more 100 feet. Mile 5. Made it to the summit, 3,200 feet, 5.08 miles, 4 hours, 12 minutes. I'm looking for my view. Alright, there's no marker up here, unless that hole counts. There's a couple brave souls over there. Okay. Getting to the summit is optional, getting down is mandatory. Dropped down a little bit and got out of the wind. Get down about 500 feet below this cloud cover and get a great view of Tahoe. Onward. So coming down, wow, I'm out of the wind. As soon as I started coming down off the summit, the wind just kicked up fierce, and it was like I was getting sandblasted with ice pellets. And so I'm back on the kind of the side trail that skirts the ridge line, and the wind isn't too bad here. So feeling good, no headache, not tired. Knees are, I'm able to tolerate them. Hip is, it's still there, and just the routine things, but in general, doing okay. But there is some challenging parts to get down, so lengthen the poles out and pay attention. Still on the alternate route. Should be coming up to the main route up here on the left. So I just didn't want to go with that ridge line, and that's what the contours kind of indicated. So I think I might have gone another 1/10 of a mile, 2/10 of a mile, but to stay out of the wind, definitely worth it. Yeah, here's the other trail right there. All right, mile 7, getting out to some lower elevation. Yeah, Lake Tahoe in all its beauty. And there's where I came from. All right, 8 miles, just over 6 hours. Thank goodness we're out of the wind and the rain, but no views. That's okay. Mile 9, 6 hours and 22 minutes into the hike. See the white caps, and there's Tahoe. Finally got some clear views. Passed some people going the other direction. Unlikely they'll keep going because it's still pretty ensconced with clouds. And see, there's Heavenly Ski Resort over there. I skied there in '97. That was fun. You could ski to Nevada or ski to California. So, still feeling good. Gonna stop and get something to eat. Still on the descent. Great view of Lake Tahoe and Fallen Leaf Lake to my right. Just absolutely there is Mount Tallac, still covered in fog and wind. This is probably the best view of the day. Got about a little over a half mile to go. Easy trail. I can look up and see the Tahoe blue. Mile 10 on the home stretch. Kind of like the victory lap. The trail is well graded. No giant boulders, no obstructions. Nice. Finishing up Mount Tallac. 6 hours, 52 minutes, 10.4 miles, 3,248 feet of elevation gain. What just a spectacular day. Certainly challenging. The wind and the ice at the summit prevented me from having the Lake Tahoe's best views, but did have an enjoyable conversation with a young man currently serving in the Navy, E5, on the way down. He got up, left Fallon at 0 dark 30 this morning, couldn't get his shipmates up. He said they were lazy. So anyways, I told him he's got grit. If he keeps doing that, he'll be successful. So what a spectacular day. Glad to be out here. Mile marker signing out.